So what we see here is the login screen for what we call as our customer relationship management at Olive system, and we call it OliveARM, which means Olive's Accounts and Relationship Management System, ARM. And to log into OliveARM, we have a URL called www.olivetech.com/bdc.html. Once you log into that, then you use your username and password, which is given to you. And depends on if you want to use SSL, which is secure layer, you can use that, check that box. And typically it works best with Mozilla Firefox because it just has a much more functionality-wise, it does a better job of navigating. So it can work on Chrome as well as Explorer, but there are certain functionalities that do not work so well. So to log in, you just sign in with your username and password, so it logs you in. And the first screen that you will see is basically your home page, and you can adjust this home page by clicking on the either the interactive menu. If you click on the classic menu, then the home will not be adjustable. It will just be showing a bunch of tasks and pipelines and workflows. But if you do a customizable, if you click it so that it's customizable, it will allow basic functionality to be adjusted, and you can move your bars or however you want it. So each of these in the home page, what you see are called as components, and you can basically have up to 6 components on your screen. So if you want to be able to add some other aspects to within your screen, you can show that as well. Basically, if you want to have different marginal information, for instance, I am tracking what my potential prospects are, who my primary Olive contacts are, who are the support leads, who all are working, who all have how many proposals working on it, who are the people who are supporting them on proposals, and what number of proposals are they working on, the entire sales funnel, as well as the tasks that are assigned to different people within the OliveARM system. You can adjust your what components you want to see depending on how you want to manage information. So if you want to, let's say, add a specific component such as projects or accounts or activities related, you will be able to give it a name and say, okay, I want to just show the activities. Or if you want to do the, let's say you're the HR and you want to know what are the pins that are ending and which are the my pins that are working, you can just add the project initiation notes and they'll show up. So it's really based on how you want to be able to use it. The application is divided into different modules, and each module is represented by these tabs as you see on the top. So you have the connection module, the accounts module, the projects module, the activities module, the project initiation note module, the reports module, contact, forecast, and case and complaints. There are other modules as well, which we're probably not going to be using right now and would not be important for the sake of this demo. Connections. So basically, when a sales, the way our sales team is set up is that you have in the front line, you have the channel partners or your salespeople, and then they communicate with the different project managers at Olive whenever they find a prospect to work with, and they come up with the information representing the client, and they enter the information of the prospect onto their system. So basically they start to communicate. Each sales/channel partner communicates with the project manager for the sake of a proposal. So let's say the salesperson or anybody who's doing sales activities goes and meets up with different people, and so they don't know what they're going to be doing with them, whether they're going to work as a client, or they may work as a vendor for Olive, or they may work as a consultant for Olive. But we don't know what the nature of that relationship is going to be. But you're meeting people, so you want to, continuously add people. So connection module is used for that, basically for you to be able to add a bunch of connections as they come about. Now, once a connection is basically when you come and you enter a new connection, you automatically become the owner. Whoever is finding out the person. Let's say it is ABC Incorporated, and the person that you met is Mr. A, and their last name is of course BC, and their mobile number is 719 000 0000, basically. And just ABC at dc.abc.com. Title, head, phone. You don't need that, but so if you found them out of campaign, then you can add the campaign information there. Let's say we organize a seminar. If you're organizing a seminar, we can add a bunch of already add which seminars we're going to be doing, or if we heard them from the newsletter, so it would be it could be just from somebody that read our newsletter and wanted to be part of it. If nothing, then we can leave it blank as well. And their contact information, Skype ID, whether they want to be added to the newsletter. It's very important that, when we're making new connection to see, oh, this may be a person I may want to send a newsletter to in the future. Similarly, their address information, a little bit about their industry, where do they work, what kind of people they may have, whatever information is available about each of these contacts. Let's say Mr. ABC is part of business services, and they have 6 to 10 employees with a $500,000 revenue. We feel that it is a warm lead, eventually a connection that could convert into a business. And we met the person was met. Let's say he's a church member who works with us, and we will contact them in future. And right now it's rating. We don't have to give anything, so we click on save. And that way, we'll have a new connection built up. Now, if you go back to your connection, you will see that Mr. ABC shows up in the industry of business services, and that's their contact information. Later, once we know, what's happening with the connection, we could basically take this connection and say, oh, okay, now I know what's going to happen with them, and I'll say, oh. At that stage, I can